All right, hey, all you DIYers, update here in Arizona. I rented a trailer from U-Haul today, and I went down to the Window Depot and I picked up the sliding door and the window that we purchased a few days ago and put it in the trailer, brought it home. It's extremely heavy, so good thing I had a couple people to help me lift that thing. There's no way I would have been able to get this window and this door back here unscathed. So right over here, check this out. It is an 8-foot slider, white on the inside, black on the outside, and then a 5 by 5 foot window that opens side to side. The window is going to be going on the viewpoint of the shed looking out towards the palm tree, and the sliding door is going to be looking out towards the fireplace. It's going to be amazing once we get that in. And now that we have this stuff, we're going to be able to, we have measurements now where we can do the outside dimension plus a little bit of leeway, and then we'll be able to frame this up. What we're going to end up doing is putting down our base rail with our, I think this is a 2x3 down here on the base. We're going to have to drill into the concrete with our 5/8 masonry bit and our hammer drill so we can install the concrete anchors and drill through that with our 5/8 bits, and then we'll be able to install those, I think they're redheads, or there's a certain kind of brand that we bought, and they're 7 inches long. They're going to extend into the concrete, and then you tighten them down with a 5/8 wrench, and it will hold those things really tight against the concrete. And then if we put a little bit of maybe some adhesive or something underneath there, then it'll keep the bugs from coming through, and kind of, we're going to try to bug proof this thing. Hopefully no bugs can come in. So that's what's going to happen here real soon, that we'll be able to frame this entire thing up. I have been told by the person that's going to be assisting me to do this, he's a buddy of mine, he's a contractor, he's going to help me out a little bit and kind of show me how it goes up, and then we're going to finish the rest of it. And he assures me that probably we could have this thing completely framed and ready to go in approximately 3 to 4 hours. And then once that happens, then we're going to be able to line the entire thing with insulation. I think it comes in big rolls, and you just roll it right out, and then all the metal sheathing goes on over the top of that, and then the roof material goes on over the top of that. So it's going to be a pretty quick process, I've been told. I've never done this before, and my son is going to help us out with the welding as we get the posts all plumb and square and level. My son's going to hit it with the welder because he is a welder at his high school. So he's pretty accomplished, and he's going to help us out. I'm going to put him on the payroll. So my son's going to make some money here and help us out with the welding portion of the shed. And see what else. Oh, I did some work on the back by the pool. I'll just go ahead and show you what we got. I am pretty much ready to go with whatever we want to do with our penny tile and our stucco on the backside of this. Now what we did is we ordered the penny tile for the top. However, the vendor that I got the penny tile from decided that they were going to tell me a week ago that it was going to be in last week, and then they told me the end of, 4 or 5 days ago that it was going to be in about 3 days ago, and it didn't come in, and it didn't come in. I called again, and they said that, oh, we can't find it, we don't know where it is, and we'll put a rush on it. Well, that's the second rush I've heard, and hopefully we can get that tile to us rather quickly. I am debating on whether I want to do the tile on top and then the stucco, or whether I would just want to do the stucco on the side and then just tile the top afterward. I may just do the stucco just because I'm ready to go and I don't have the tile. So if I do the stucco, then the tile can go up over the top, and then I can see, we kind of figure this out here. If I do the stucco first, get it all the way to the top, then I can penny tile the top, and then my grout can go back down and meet the stucco. That might be a cleaner way to do it. I think I probably will do it that way. So, and what I also did is, this was kind of flimsy. This top material right here was kind of flimsy. It pushed in because it was just, it's probably what, 3/8 of an inch thick, and it spans about 2 to 3 feet. So what I did was I cut grooves in the block, and I installed angle iron across. So now it's got a solid base to sit on, and now I can actually sit. I can sit on this now. So if somebody wants to come up here and they want to jump off into the pool, which I hope they don't, now they can, and I don't have as much of a fear of the top cracking with the tile or this thing caving in and going in there, and then I got to rebuild everything. I don't want to have to do that. So I put some here at the end, and I put one down the middle, and then I put another one on the other side. So it's got 3 points of angle iron through it, 1 inch by 1 inch angle iron. If it goes through, that angle iron was horrible and compromised pretty quick. So I think it'll be okay. So I'll probably just put some construction adhesive down on the angle iron, put that board down, and then I'll be able to go ahead and start my my stucco process. So I think, gosh, with any luck, that if I can get the boards put down, if I can get the adhesive on there and put some weight on there and get those boards to stay down and get them all, they're all lined up perfectly, then I could start my process of my stucco here in the next few days. And I've got some other stuff I have to get done, so I really can't work for the next day or two. And I'm gonna start getting on this real hard, real hot and heavy here in the next 3 to 4 days. And then, gosh, I really don't want to be too much longer with this whole backyard. I want to try to get this done in the next 2 months. And if that's at all entirely possible, I'm going to push for it. Hey, super exciting day. I just got back from the store. I got some mortar, I got some grout, I got some liquid nails, construction adhesive, good for strong permanent bond, will outlast project. So bonds all common construction materials, which means it will bond my tile board to my block. Well, according to this, it'll do wood, treated wood, plywood, OSB, drywall, tile board, and more, and masonry products. So there we go. So it's going to be good. And guess what? I finally got our tile. It finally came in. It is the 3/4 penny tile, and it is kind of in an off-white. There you go. I hope you can see that. It's going to be beautiful. 22 square feet of this stuff, and it finally came in. We've been waiting a couple weeks for this stuff, but now that it came in, we're super excited to get going. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the liquid nails. I'm going to pull the tile board off. I'm going to liquid nails. I'm going to put it back down. I'm going to put some heavy weight on top of that. Then I'm going to mix my stucco, and I'm going to start stuccoing the back side of this wall, just like I said before. Once that's done, then the tile board will be set with the liquid nails in a day or so. Then I'll be able to throw the tile on top with my mortar, and then I will follow up with my grout, and this whole thing back here with the pool will be finally completed. So looking forward to the back of the yard being done. I just want to get done back here, and I want to start working on some other stuff. So that's where we are. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull these boards off and yeah, get the construction adhesive down, get the boards back down, get some weight on them. We'll be good to go. without further ado, let's get started. Thanks. Alright, I just started laying some stucco down and it just goes on. I'm not doing this really. If somebody would look at me and say, hey, you're not doing it right, yeah, you're probably right. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the finish coat, and I usually just do thick finish coat on stuff like this. There's really not, there's no real, there's nothing that's going to cause this to crack. I'm not really worried about it. We're going to be painting it to match. I'm just going to get the finish coat on here nice and thick, maybe 3/8 of an inch to a 1/2 inch thick if need be, and make it look nice and see what we got. So here we go. A lot more falls to the ground that I don't like that. Don't like that at all. I want it to be as smooth as possible, so I'm just gonna keep working it until I get the desired texture that I want. By texture, I mean hardly any texture. I want it to be nice and smooth, ready for paint. I'm going to go right up next to this tile. Probably not have to use grout here on the side, so it'll be good doing it that way, I think. All right, let me show you what we got. So, if you look at that, that's pretty darn smooth, at least by what I look at. I guess some spots like this and like this, little gaps. That's just some, I guess, just some stuff that I'm gonna have to fill in, but that is what I'm looking at. This edge right here, where I have just a seamless edge going with my stucco directly to the side of the tile. That's the ultimate look that I am going for. And I'm just gonna continue this all the way around, all the way to that rock, and then all the way around to that rock. That's what we're looking at. So without further ado, I'm just gonna keep on going. Hope you're enjoying it. See you later, bye. Okay, we are done with the stucco, at least on the back side. I did not do the spots down below the coping all the way to each rock. I only did behind the spillway, so there we go. And I doing once it starts to dry, you just spray it a little bit with the hose, and then you can go over it more with the trowel, and you make it smoother and smoother and smoother, and that's where I am right now. So it is looking pretty nice, I do believe. Check that out. It's nice and smooth for the most part. I have to go through and maybe fill some of these spots in with some more stucco, and it's just time for paint. So I used an entire bag, a 90-pound bag, to do just this backside. So I have to go get one more bag, and I'll be able to put another coat on that, and then I will be able to do down below the coping from rock to rock. I'm so happy that this is done. This is a milestone. It's kind of just completion. That's the best part. It's completion. It's getting us closer to being finalized with everything back here in the back of the yard with the pool, and it just feels really good to get this part done. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. There's going to be a lot more.